Due from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Ryan. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able.
Now Ryan on second down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and counters and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony Fasano, 34 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there pick up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On second down, here's Breeze. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. The former seventh-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Surveying the field. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run the option left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. On play action, it's Breeze. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To throw is Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. High. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens, partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And that'll bring up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Play action. It's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Breeze to throw on second down. He's got time. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. This will be caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. So we reach halftime here. And never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The linebacker, DeQuell Jackson, in on the tackle. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Breeze now.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And back to the ground. Hyde. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Reggie Ragland, the 2nd rounder, there for the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. Now 4th down. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action now. Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Over the middle here to Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 93 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Breeze now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Hyde. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now a play fake. Breeze finding time. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with a football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. LaTroy Guion in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Breeze to throw on second down. Surveying the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On third and long, it's Breeze. He checks it down here to Ellington. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Patrick DeMarco, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time? Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the...
Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. He dumps it to Hyde. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Again, it's Hyde. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Breeze to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
12 yards on the return that time, and possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1 receiver left here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And partner, this
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture and
kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Move in his arm and a fusion of man-made tools and amused him beyond, even if it went beautifully wrong. It was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's
kick off your week by installing your game plan.
The horde got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to back ties. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get three dimensions stuffed in a two. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a closet. Distractions, freedom.